Alright, so for fluency today, it says that you need to select all expressions that are equal to the product of 15 and 2/10 and 34 hundredths. So you have the word product here. Alright, and we know that the word product means to multiply. So we need to first figure out all the expressions that are equal to this. So we have to first figure out, though, what 15.2 times 0.34 equals. So we're going to start off by multiplying this out. Okay, so you have 1, 5, remember you write it without a decimal point, 2, times, and then you write 34 without the decimal point, 3, and then 4. Draw your line underneath it. And you begin to multiply, asking yourself, 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 5 is 20. And then you bring up the 2. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Your 4 is done, so you have to cross off the 4. Okay? And I'm going to order this. So you cross off the 4. Well, now you got this 3 you got to do. Okay? So, but before you can start multiplying with the 3, you have to put a 0 below the 8. So you put a 0 below the 8. Okay? 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. 5. Bring up the 1 so that 2 we do not need. 2 we do not need. So we did the 3 times 5 said 15, so our 5 is here. We got to bring up the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Now we need to add those up. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 0 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 4 plus 1 is 5. Now, the big thing that we need to look at is the numbers behind the decimal point. If I hold up for a finger for each number I say, I have a 4, I have a 3. So right now I have 2 fingers held up. And then I also have a 2. So I have another finger that I'm holding up. So that's a 2, 3, and a 4. That's 3 numbers being held up. So that tells me that's 3 times I moved that decimal point. So swoop once, swoop twice, swoop 3 times. So my answer is 5.168. So I'm looking for an answer that gives me the answer of 5.168. Okay, that's the answer that I'm looking for in all of A, B, C, and D. If I find that out, then I circle it. If it's not that, then I don't circle it. So for A, it says the product of 50 and 9/10 and 8/10. So product again means to multiply. So we have to multiply 5. And again, when we multiply, we take out the decimal point. No decimal point when we're multiplying. We take it out. So we have 509, and then we're timesing it by 8. So times 8. So we have to do 8 times 9. Well, 8 times 9 is 72. So I put my 2 and then the 7 above. I ask myself now, 8 times 0. Well, anything times 0 is 0. So that's 0. 0 plus 7 is 7. And then 8 times 5 is 40. So I put my 4 and then my 0. Looking at this, I have in my problem? I have an 8, so that's one finger held up. And then a 9. That's another finger held up. So right now I have 2 fingers held up. So that means I move my decimal point 2 times. That's swoop once, swoop twice, swoop 3 times. So I get 4.072. That is not the same as 5.168. So I am not circling A. Let's look at B. It says find the difference between 60 and 8 and 32 hundredths. So difference. So difference means we haven't done this in a while. It means we're subtracting. So we have 60. So we put our 6 and our 0. Okay, well, it's a whole number, so I know the decimal point goes after. So I put a 0 and another, and you're going to need more zeros, and I will have them there for you. Okay, you're going to have you're going to put your 0 and 0. Okay, then I have 8.32. Well, I know when I subtract, I line up my decimal points. So I put my 8 in the ones place, the 3 in the tenths place, and the 2 in the hundredths place, and I begin to subtract. Okay, before I subtract, I gotta drop my decimal down. Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. So I'm dropping it down. 0 minus 2, I know I can't do that. So I gotta borrow from my neighbor. Well, this 0 can't give me anything. So he's like, hey neighbor, let me borrow from you. This 0's like, well, I can't give you anything either. I got nothing to give you. So let me ask my neighbor. So we ask 6. 6 now becomes a 5. So since this neighbor gave all of these zeros, and let me highlight this and say bring this forward. Hold on. Since all these neighbors had to be borrowed from, they come and we cross them out. Because this, so this 0 becomes a 10. This 0 becomes a 10. And then this 0 becomes a 10. Well, to make our last 0 a 10, all these 10s have to become 9s because we had to take from them. Each neighbor had to be taken from. So they all become 9s. So now you need to subtract. I'm going to let you finish this off on your own. So you're going to start off by saying 10 minus 2, 9 minus 3, 9 minus 8, and then you bring the 5 down. Okay? I'm going to let you solve that one. Now we have to solve for the sum. We are solving for the sum, and the sum we know means we are adding. So we are going to add these 3 numbers up, and you're going to go to the next slide because, well, we need to show our work. So we have 1, 2, and then we have our decimal point, 0.5. Then we have to line up our decimal points when we're adding. And then we put our 1, another 1, and then a 2 in the tenths place, underneath the 5 in the tenths place. And then we put our decimal point down. And we say 2, 6, 8. Notice the place values are all together, all lined up. And then we put our line underneath it. And then we'll fill in our empty spaces with zeros. And before we start adding, we need to make sure we drop that decimal point down. So I drop it down. Now, you're all smart cookies, and I know that you can solve this one. So I'm going to let you solve this one for the answer. This answer, you need to then determine, is it the same as our original answer that we got, that I just bolded for you? If it's not, then you are not circling it. All right, the next one we need to solve is we need to find the product. Finding the product of 12 and 92 hundredths and 4. So we know that product means to, we did it in A, we just did it in the original problem. So product means to multiply. So we are going to multiply 12 and 92 hundredths and 4. So you're going to set it up. 1, 2, remember we take that decimal point out, 9, 2, and then we have to times it by 4, times by 4. So when we times by 4, we get 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 9 is that 4 times 9 was 36. So we put our 6 below and our 3 above the 2. So we have 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. So you put your 1, and then you're going to have another 1 there. I will get you more zeros and 1s for this. And a 1. So you have 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So now you have to sit here and think back. Okay, let's look at the original problem. We have a 2 and a 9 behind the decimal point. 2 and a 9 behind the decimal point. A 2 and a 9 behind the decimal point means that we have to move that decimal point twice. So I swoop once, swoop twice. So I have my answer of 51.68. Back at the original problem, and there's a 4 behind the decimal point as well. So we have 9, 2, and a 4. So we have to swoop that decimal point one more time. Move that 1 back over, decimal point up, and we get 5.168. We get 5.168. So I know I'm circling D. Okay. It says select all, so please make sure that you select another answer in this question. All right. So we did most of the questions together, and you need to finish solving this now. All right. Good luck.